Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. There's the former Chief, man they watched for years, Tyreek Hill. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From midfield, here's Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Bass, but good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
In motion, Hill. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple quick incompletions, and that was just one more away from getting off the field. They got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, Hill. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
In motion, Hill. Lance looking to throw it. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
It's Mixon on the counter, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 13. Lance. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. In motion, Hill. Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tommy Tremble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Hill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Derek Brown drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 7-7, our score after 1. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 12, Lance steps away to his left. That caught by Trimble. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag out to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break up much more yardage after the catch. It's still an effective game nonetheless.
Okay, ready?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Lance. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 39, Lance. Going for the deep ball. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, it's Hill. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, Hill. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Chiefs in 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Play fake. Hill. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hill now operating from the red zone. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. The 11-yard line. Let's go now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Play action. It's Hill. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he missed missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Lance now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion, Hill. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And Lance going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyreek Hill as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Now that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Here's Lance to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're at the first field goal territory.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Hill. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to throw. Hill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Hill. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Hill. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion, Hill. Throwing his lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Hill. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turns. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Lance now on first down. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. In motion, Hill. To throw, it's Lance. On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll go for it. Lance. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal. In motion, Hill. Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darnell Mooney from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 31, Chiefs 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
On first down, Lance. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darnell Mooney with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Chiefs 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Off of play action, Hill. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. In motion, Hill. Here's Lance. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 17, Lance completes a Mooney on the slant. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go now.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you know,